What is up guys, Joe here, welcome back to my channel, and today we have the second part of the Tour de France here on FreeLanda, and you can see we've rode 6 stages so far and we're already in a very good position in 5th place in the GC. Julian Alaphilippe holds on to the yellow jersey at the moment, and it was that big stage 5 where we saw the gaps made in the GC, massive time gaps, and it is 9 riders at the front of the stage who have broken clear in the GC. And so in this episode we have quite a few big mountain stages ahead of us. You can see we start with stage 7, pretty big climb, there is a downhill and then a short uphill to the line. Then we have stage 8, a massive mountain stage. I think Froome won the stage in real life attacking on that downhill, and of course we start on the Tourmalet in that one. Stage 9, again a massive day in the Andorran mountains, massive climb to the finish. And then stage 10 and 11 are more flat, probably for the sprinters. So let's just jump straight into stage 7 here guys, and you can see 161 kilometers to cover in this one. It's pretty flat in the lead up to that final climb, which is 12 kilometers in length. Does get pretty steep though at a max of 9.5%, and that does mean Thibaut Pinot is the favourite today. We're 3rd on the favourites list though. This could be an opportunity for us. So here we are guys, getting underway, and it's bad news I'm afraid. We start on a -2 day. Luckily 100% fitness, so our stats don't drop too much, but this is not good news at all. Looks like we won't be on the attack today. We'll be just trying to hold on to the other GC favourites. So I've told our team to not do any pacing today. We don't want to push the pace for obvious reasons, and you can see we do have 10 riders up the road in today's breakaway. You can see them right here. Looks like De Bod, one of the most dangerous. So we've still got about 65k to go in this one. You can see it's Mitchelton Scott pacing hard on the front. That must be for their man Adam Yates. He must be feeling good today, and again the breakaway don't seem to have a chance, only 3.5 minutes up the road. So luckily for us, Mitchelton Scott couldn't keep up that pace on the front. Now we have the kind of quick step on the front, who aren't quite gunning it as quick as Mitchelton Scott were. So I'm trying to conserve as much yellow before this big climb starts, but I'm not really feeling too hopeful for today's stage guys. Here we go then guys, we've started the climb, we've got 10k to go. The pace not too high at the moment, very luckily for us. And we just want to go up this climb like this. We'll be happy cruising up this climb all the way. 9k to go, I'm expecting attacks from the likes of Yates pretty soon though. So 7k to go on this climb. Casper Asgreen has picked up the pace for Quickstep. We still have 7 men up the road who have about 2 minutes. Maybe they've got a slight chance at the stage. I don't really feel like they have a chance at it, but they may win it. 6k to go, still 150 riders in this group. If we were feeling good today, I would have upped the pace long ago. But let's up it to 80 as Gaudu comes towards the front now, maybe even up to 84. Asgreen, Mollema's setting a pace, Quintana, and they've gone. Oh my word, look at this, we're out of position here. We need to set a real pace now and try and bring these guys in. So Bilbao will pace on the front, and luckily these guys have set up, apart from Nairo Quintana, who's gone up the road along with Bauke Mollema. Quintana on the attack today. Let's try and pace ourselves up the road. 4k to go on this time. I think we've got enough left to pace at a pretty high tempo now. And Quintana has gone up the road. They've let him go. Alaphilippe is going to have to do the pacing here. Pools, let's just go up to 92. Take position. Not observed. Take position. There you go. Pools can try and protect us. But you can see the pace so high at the moment by Alaphilippe. We're struggling to stay there on 92. But up the road we have Nairo Man, who has about 30 seconds at the moment with Mollema and 2 men from the breakaway. Looks like he is gonna get brought in here though, and there you go. Quintana is caught. Is Pinot thinking about an attack now? Let's just take position towards the front. 1.5k to go. 27 riders are all that remain now in this group. So Thibaut Pinot on the attack now. Mollema does follow. Let's pace on maybe 90. Let's try and follow these guys. Oh my word, Pinot and Alaphilippe could be gone here. We do have a good downhill on us, so if we can catch up with those guys, it could be good. Let's take position, shall we? Let's just attack over the top on 99 here. Take position in this group. Pinot and Alaphilippe, the 2 Frenchmen up the road here. We're going to let the others do the chasing on this -2 day. 18 riders in the peloton. So we still have Pools in this group. Let's up him to 99. He can try and pace us back in. I don't think anyone would have dropped really from the big GC favourites. But 25 seconds for the two Frenchmen. This could be a very good day for both of them. We do want to try and move up here. Of course, we do have this slight uphill to the line just coming up right now. Let's try and bring them in. We don't really want them gaining any more seconds in the GC. Pools can pace on 95 up to 99. Let's sprint for it with Mikel Landa. Who's going to take the stage between Alaphilippe and Pinot? It is Alaphilippe taking the stage. Pinot will be second, and we're just about going to finish in this group of favourites as we run out of energy. I think we've done well to reduce the damages on this -2 day. So another great day for the French fans. Julian Alaphilippe with his second stage win of this Tour de France. Pinot as well on the attack in second place. In the end, he was 10 seconds down on Alaphilippe, but Julian Alaphilippe gains 30 seconds on the rest of the GC favourites. Crazy good day for him. Bookman looks back on good form in third place. Quintana tried the attack, didn't quite work for him though. And in the GC now, Alaphilippe almost 30 seconds clear of Pinot, and we're now over a minute down on Julian Alaphilippe. Can he win this Tour de France? That would be pretty insane, I must say. Stage 8 then, guys, and it is another massive day today, even bigger than yesterday. So many meters of climbing. Of course, we start with the Col de Tourmalet. We'll have a massively reduced peloton after that, and then we'll see who can survive over the remaining climbs. Again, it's Pinot the favourite. We're second favourite. Hopefully, we're feeling better today. So we're feeling much better today, guys, as you see a +1 day taking us to 83 mountain and about 80 resistance. Hopefully we can maybe try and attack or at least stay with the best guys over the climbs. Oh my word, guys, look at today's breakaway. We have 35 riders up the road. The first massive break of this season's Tour de France. You can see the best riders. We've got Latour, Woods, Benoot, a few other guys as well. But those top 3 guys probably the strongest in this group. So you can see, guys, we have now reached the Col de Tourmalet. Ackermann, Groenewegen, Demar, they're all on the front of the peloton, which shows the pace currently in this group. It is starting to increase now though, as the breakaway have 6.5 minutes. So I've put Novak and Rafael Vals on the front of the peloton. They're just pacing on 70 at this point, guys. I don't really want any of our main helpers out the back. Still over 100 riders in the peloton, so maybe this isn't going to be quite as selective early on as I anticipated. So we've reached the second climb of the day now, guys. We've still got Vals and Novak on the front of the peloton. I think it's time to insert a bit of life into the stage now. Still 86 riders in the peloton. That is too many for me. Let's try and drop some guys here on this climb. Here we go then, guys. We're on the penultimate climb of the day. We're going to really up the pace now, up to 85 with Novak and Vals. Let's just take position towards the front. We don't need to effort cursor, I don't think, at this point. Try and conserve our yellow. Hopefully we'll have much less riders in the peloton by the top. Here we go then, guys. 2k towards the top of this climb. Pello Bilbao currently on the front of the peloton. We've still got 56 riders, but some guys have fallen back from the breakaway, so we've dropped a few guys on this climb, to be fair. Landa's still looking in pretty good condition. Let's put Padoon up to 85 now, really try and push it on the final section of this climb. It gets pretty steep, as you can see, so let's really push it with Padoon. Let's bomb it up on 90. Try and stay with him on 85, take position towards the front. Let's see who goes out the back over the top of this climb. You can see we've still got 5 minutes up to the breakaway. I think they're going to take the stage today, and we've got 37 riders, 44 riders in the peloton, it seems. Here we go then, guys. We've entered the final climb of the day. Let's up the pace straight to 89 with Bilbao, and it's David Gaudu, Rafael Micah coming towards the front for their leaders as well. Let's not get caught here. Let's try and up the pace with Bilbao to 93. We're really going to have to up the pace here if we want to try the attack. Let's go with Padoon now up to 90 as well. I think 89. That should be fine. I do want to attack on this climb, but to be honest, I think the other guys, I don't think the pace has quite been high enough today. Maybe I've been slightly too conservative. Let's use our energy now with 5.5k to go on the climb. So it looks like Mikel Nieve is going to take the stage today. Padoon is now done. We can try and up the pace with pulls. Let's go up to 90 again. Try and set it up for a lander attack. I do want to attack onto that downhill section. That is almost perfect for Mikel Landa. Let's just go on 90 with pulls here. We've still got 35 riders in this group. Alaphilippe not in the best position, to be fair. Pinot further up though. As soon as pulls is done, I'm going to try the attack with Mikel Landa. Here we go then, guys. 2k towards the top of the climb. Pulls is now done. Let's go on the attack with Mikel Landa. Can anyone follow us up the final section of this climb? There is Nieve, the final man up the road to catch from that early breakaway. Let's try and pace on 90. You can see 17 seconds to the group behind. I think they're going to stay with us here. 11 seconds. They're bringing us in. Bookman is bringing us in. Oh, and I don't think we're quite going to get a gap on these guys. Let's continue pacing though over the top. We've just got 8 guys in this group, and let's go 99 straight into 99 on this downhill section. Alaphilippe has been dropped. Julian Alaphilippe has been dropped. We've got Yates behind Latour, but the main man, Julian Alaphilippe, is behind. Let's try and attack the yellow jersey here. Let's try and attack on the downhill section, and we do have a gap to the main 7 guys. So 8.5k to go then in the stage, guys. We've just got 7 seconds to the group behind. Don't think it's worth pacing here by ourselves, to be honest, because we're not going to stay out front. We will try and pace with these guys though, and it doesn't seem like anyone wants to work with me, which seems pretty ridiculous, to be fair. If they're not going to work with us, we may as well attack, but I do want to keep this gap to Julian Alaphilippe behind. Maybe we'll just follow Froome, but the pace just dies in this group when we do that, as you can see. So let's try another counter attack with Mikel Landa into the final few kilometers. I think we've got enough energy for this. Let's go up to 99. Again, we're not going to get away from these guys. It's a shame. Nieve is going to take the stage, so that isn't up for grabs. Let's just pace in to the line. Try and keep this gap to Julian Alaphilippe behind. Let's go up to 90. Let's sprint for the line into the final kilometer with Mikel Landa. We're not going to take any of the bonus seconds here. They're going to go to Thibaut Pinot and Vincenzo Nibali. But again, just 8 riders in the front group. And Julian Alaphilippe is going to lose the yellow jersey on this stage. So a big day in the GC today, guys. You can see we finished 51 seconds down in the main GC group, but Julian Alaphilippe lost almost a minute and a half to the main GC guys. So did Adam Yates as well. He was doing well to that point. So you can see in the new GC, it is Thibaut Pinot taking over the yellow jersey, Nibali in second, Froome third, and we're fourth, to be fair, with Landa. I did spend too much energy probably on that downhill, and we didn't gain any time in the end on the rest of the guys. A bit of a shame. But anyhow, we've dropped Alaphilippe. He's now a minute down in the GC. Here we go then, guys. Stage 9 and another massive day in the GC of this Tour de France. It's the final real GC day of this episode, I feel. And to be honest, I think it's probably the hardest. This final climb is absolutely mental. We've got Pinot and Bookman, again, the 2 favourites. We're in 3rd place. Stage 9 is underway then, guys, and you can see we get a +1 day. Could have been better again. I think we're probably feeling the effects of that attack at the end of the previous stage. And you can see again, we've got a pretty big breakaway up the road. Very similar group to yesterday as well, with Nieve up the road yet again. So guys, you can see we have 8 minutes up to the breakaway. We're on the 2nd climb of the day, and I have been pacing a little bit with Novak and Vals on the front. You can see a few guys starting to go out the back. Let's try and weaken our GC rivals teams here. Just like the other day, it's Mitchells and Scott doing a lot of the pacing on the front. They must be feeling a bit more confident in Adam Yates today. Again, there's not many riders who have been dropped yet, but the pace is about to erupt, I think. So 1k to go on this climb, guys. Padoon leads the peloton up, and less than 50 riders now. As you can see, the pace has erupted here. Let's go down to 60, try and conserve some energy over the top. Looks like Padoon is pretty much done as well, and it's all set up for a big final climb. The breakaway will still win the stage though. Into the final 10k then, guys, and it's a very cagey start to the climb, it must be said. No real pace, and there we go. David Gaudu comes towards the front through for Groupama FDJ. Let's go up to 80 to try and stay towards the front here. We're looking pretty good with regards to our yellow. 9k to go. Pinot's here, and all the big guns are right here. So Pello Bilbao is done, and it seems we don't have pools available to protect us at the moment on a +5 day pools. And you can see there are attacks right here, and pools is following. I'm going to follow Quintana. Don't want to follow directly. It's Dan Martin attacking off the front, and some of the non-GC guys actually. We will follow, and you can see 12 riders in this group. Gaudu getting dropped as well. Maybe we can do some pacing here with pools on the front. But we are blocked off slightly, and you can see this is going to come back in though. 15 riders, pools pacing on 85 with 5k to go. The group splitting all over here. 16 riders in this group, and I don't think we've dropped anyone, so we may as well let up here with pools. 4.5k to go then, and Adam Yates is on the attack for Mitchelton Scott. Everyone tries to follow. Let's use our energy gel, try and stay here with pools. He is now done though. Let's take position in this group, and again just 11 riders here. I think Yates is going to be brought in. I would like to follow Alaphilippe if he's trying an attack, but I think Adam Yates about to be brought in. Just 9 riders in this league group. We're feeling pretty good though with 2.5k to go. I will take Pinot's wheel when we can. We do have some yellow left. There you go, we can follow Thibaut Pinot at this point. Alaphilippe dropping. Is Chris Froome going out the back? Chris Froome has gone out the back. Nibali seems to be struggling. We're feeling pretty good into the final kilometre. Let's go up to 99. Follow Pinot. Let's try and sprint for it. Is Dumoulin going to drop as well? 600 metres to go. Let's try and sprint past Thibaut Pinot here. Yates is dropping. Quintana's dropping. And we're going to have just 5 riders at the front. We win it from the peloton. Ahead of Pinot. Thomas 3rd. Bookman 4th. Dumoulin in 5th. And oh my word, we've had quite a few guys drop here. We've got Nairo Quintana who's dropped, Adam Yates, and further back, Chris Froome drops, Alaphilippe drops, and so does Vincenzo Nibali as well. So more drama today, guys, in the GC. And by the way, Mikel Nieve on insane form this Tour de France, winning stage 8, holding off the peloton, and winning stage 9 by over 2 minutes on the rest of the breakaway. But yeah, guys, 4 minutes 35 down for Landa, Pinot, Thomas, Bookman and Tom Dumoulin. Quintana was dropped. Nibali over a minute down on these guys, and Froome and Alaphilippe lost 1.5 minutes to this main GC group. It seems Chris Froome hasn't quite been able to regain his form after that crash last season. And so what this means for the GC, Thibaut Pinot still in first place. We are now 40 seconds down on Thibaut Pinot in second place in the GC. We're on the same time as Geraint Thomas and Tom Dumoulin though. And it does seem these 4 riders seem to be the big contenders for the GC here. Quintana does look good on some stages, but then drops on others. Nibali looked fantastic to this point. So did Chris Froome. They both drop a lot of time today. And I must say, Emmanuel Buchmann, he's looking very good as well. He did well today. He's done well on the recent stages as well. It was just that stage 5 where he lost quite a lot of time, which puts him in 7th place, not counting Emmanuel Buchmann out though. On to stage 10 then, guys, and it is finally a bit of respite for the GC contenders. Definitely one for the sprinters today, unless there's some big crosswinds or something. We do have a big climb to start, 26 kilometers, average of 5%. So we will see if the likes of Groenewegen, Ewan and Sagan can get over this massive climb to start the day and compete in the final. Isn't it just typical, guys? A +3 day on a non-GC day. It's just always the way it seems to go on PCM. Hopefully we get some bigger days in the future mountains. So I must say, guys, I do see a bit of an opportunity for the team here today. Obviously we've got Ivan Garcia Cortina. Let's find him. Where is the man? There he is. On a good day, 75 sprint, and he can get over this climb pretty comfortably. So I'm going to pace with Novak and Vals if we can. Try and drop the likes of Groenewegen and Caleb Ewan. So it's working to some extent here, guys. You can see the likes of Fabio Jakobsen and Greipel have just gone out the back. We're running out of domestiques here though. I wish I could use some of the other guys. If we scroll further down, let's try and find Caleb Ewan and Groenewegen. I think they're just about still clinging on to this group, but there goes Dylan Groenewegen out the back. I think Caleb Ewan is still here. Shane Vals is now done. So I think they will probably make it back on, to be fair. So over the top of the climb we go. Vals done everything he can. You can see 110 riders still in this group. I can tell you that Pascal Ackermann is out the back, Gaviria, Groenewegen. I think Caleb Ewan is still here though. But as we approach the intermediate sprint here, guys, most of the sprinters, if not all of them, have made it back in. You can see Groenewegen right here if we had access to the other guys, I think we would have pulled it off. So coming into the final 10k then guys, as you can see, let's try and cruise in with Rapid Valves. Although saying that, we do have this climb coming up. It's 2 kilometers long, average of 6.5%. And here it is right here. This could put a few of the sprinters in a little bit of difficulty. Valves is now done. I'm just going to take position here with Landa. Holmes setting a very fast pace. Quick step here as well. Pinot hovering. We could try an attack. Not worth it though. I don't think we'll gain any time in the GC if we try that. I'm going to lower the pace. I want to come further back in this group, as we're not going to try anything right here. You can see Pinot's right here. We're watching him. Eagle eyes on Thibaut Pinot. Bettiol, is Bettiol trying an attack? Alberto Bettiol on the attack. Seems Casper Asgreen is as well. Maybe not. It seems it's all going to come back together here. Very kind of cagey into the final kilometers. So 5k to go in the stage. It's Julian Alaphilippe sat on the front. We're going downhill at the moment. The final few k are flat though. I'm just sat on Alaphilippe's wheel. Not quite sure what's going on here. Let's try and follow one of the sprinters maybe. We're just sat on Alaphilippe's wheel. That is fine to be fair. We can try and follow Arnaud Demar into the final 2k. Let's try and grab Garcia Cortina's wheel actually. Don't think he's going to be able to challenge though. Up the road, Michael Matthews going for the sprints. Michael Matthews, I think he's going to take it. Dylan Groenewegen comes around, beats Michael Matthews. Ewan was third. We will finish nicely in the top 10 actually. Nice sprint by Michael Landa here. Dylan Groenewegen gets his first win of the Tour de France this season, beating Matthews and Ewan, the two Australians. Garcia Cortina, I think with his best result so far, in 7th place. Of course, no change in the GC today. So I literally just noticed guys, but Arashiro actually had to withdraw from the race on that stage 9, that previous mountain stage. I've looked at my emails, he did fracture his hip. So a serious injury for Arashiro, but in all honesty, I didn't even notice he was gone in that previous stage, which shows how unhelpful he'd been so far in the race. But anyhow, get well soon, Arashiro mate. Next up then guys, stage 11 into Montpellier, and we do have another flat stage, much flatter today, almost pan flat bar a few climbs throughout. So I expect this one will be for the sprinters. Very much a transitional stage today. We've got Ewan, Groenewegen and Pascal Ackermann the favourites. So looking at the road today guys, we've got a pretty strong group, just 6 riders, but you can see we've got Rojas, the Spanish champion, Van Kielsbroek, Anthony Perez as well. He won the French time trial this season. We've also got Nicky Terpstra here as well. 15k to go and the familiar sight of Quickstep sat on the front. Rojas has just been dropped. You can see the guys in the breakaway now trying to attack each other. So we have 6.5k to go in the stage. The breakaway still yet to be caught though. 20 seconds up to them. And you can see it's Tim Declercq sat on the front. But still 20 seconds. Do they have a chance here? Are the pelotons starting to tire? But I think, there you go. It seems the breakaway are now done. We're getting blocked horribly on this short climb. Let's up the pace. Make sure we stay towards the front with 4k to go now. From this moment, it's pretty much flat. It's very, very slight false flat to the line. But that should be fine. 3k to go. We can use our energy gel. I think we'll just cruise in. Let's just follow Thibaut Pinot. That should be good, I think. Let's see who can take it in the sprint. 1.5k to go into the final kilometre now. We have no idea who's going to take the stage, but we can see up the road, it looks like Dylan Groenewegen again, or Sam Bennett through the middle. Sam Bennett takes it ahead of Groenewegen. Gaviria in 3rd place. We'll just finish in the peloton here. The Irishman Sam Bennett gets his first win of this Tour de France. Quite a few sprinters have had a win now. We've had Ewan, Groenewegen, Bennett, Arnaud Demar, Michael Matthews, maybe Fernando Gaviria, the only man missing a win from the big sprinters. So no change in the GC here guys. We stay in 2nd place behind of course Thibaut Pinot, holding the yellow jersey, what all Frenchmen and quite a lot of cycling fans had hoped for last year's Tour de France, and obviously going into this season's Tour de France. We want to ruin that though with Michael Landa. Thomas and Dumoulin looking very strong as well. And taking a look at the other competitions, we've got Caleb Ewan in the green jersey, looking pretty comfortable to be fair. Mikel Nieve on fine form this race. He holds the polka dot jersey. The youth jersey is held by David Gaudu, and Ineos in the lead in the team classification. 11 stages down and 10 still to go in this season's Tour de France. We're over halfway now though, and of course you can't win the Tour in the first few stages, but you can lose it, and that's not what we've done. I think we've put ourselves in a very good position here. And so let's take a look at the stages coming up in the next episode, stage 12, and it is the famous Mont Ventoux, the stage that Chris Froome had to run up in real life. 21 kilometers, average of 7.5%, crazy climb. Geraint Thomas won here, of course, in 2018. Stage 13, and it is the first time trial of the race. 37 kilometers long as well. It's fairly hilly though, and that will definitely help Landa out rather than a long flat time trial. Hopefully we can limit our damages on this one. Stage 14, another one for the sprinters it would seem. Stage 15, and again it's probably a GC day this one. There's quite a long kind of flat run in to the line. So probably not the best time to attack, but if you're not feeling it, you can get drops on this stage very easily. And stage 16, another flat one, fairly punchy finish though, could be more for the punchers. So guys, that'll round out this episode of FreeLanda and the Tour de France. I think we've put ourselves in a very good position here, but again, 2 time trials still coming up in the race. It's going to be very, very tough for us. We're going to have some massive days on the mountains, I think. So if you did enjoy the video today guys, do drop a like on it, that really helps the channel out. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, let me know what you thought down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.